Welcome back to Behind the Beats podcast. Today we're unlocking the secret sauce of epic shows, how to slay with co-DJs and MCs. Me and DJ Bella are breaking down chemistry hacks, cue tricks, and how to avoid train wrecks. Tag your DJ partner. This one's fire. Teamwork makes the dream work. Hit like and subscribe for more pro collab tips.
Turntable spinning, interviews hitting. Catch the rhythm of the stories they spitting. Production gems, stacks in the sheets. The engine that hums, yeah, behind the beats. Behind the beats, storylines unfold. Truths untold, now shining like gold. Voices vibing, keeping it elite. It's the podcast, Behind the Beats. Behind the Beats.
Welcome to Behind the Beats. You know, what's a DJ's favorite kitchen appliance?
Uh-oh.
Where are you going with this?
A record blender.
Okay.
And why did the microphone blush?
I'm almost afraid to ask.
Because it saw the band's fly open.
All right, one more.
Okay, one more. How do you fix a broken drum?
With a pad skit.
All right. Enough jokes for now.
Always good to start with a laugh, though.
So you sent over a really interesting stack of articles this time, focusing right on the collaboration between DJs and MCs.
Yeah, it's a partnership that can make or break a night, really.
Totally. So today we're doing a deep dive into exactly that. How to keep those vibes immaculate, you know? Avoid the train wrecks.
Exactly. Our mission is basically to pull out the key insights from these sources. How to spot trouble before it starts, how to communicate effectively live. Yeah, the power of that pre-show chat.
And maybe share some of those truly wild stories of when things go wrong.
Oh, definitely. And crucially, what to do when, despite your best efforts, someone just isn't respecting the plan or the vibe.
Okay, let's get straight into it. Spotting red flags early. You're thinking about working with someone, another DJ, an MC. What are those, initial warning signs before the gig even happens?
Well, that initial communication, or maybe lack thereof, is huge. Like that Pioneer DJ piece mentioned. How are they engaging before the gig?
Are they asking questions about the plan, the music?
Precisely. Are they interested in the overall theme, the setlist ideas? Or does it feel like they're just focused on their own slot, their own performance?
Yeah, like it's their solo show they're prepping for.
Right. If they seem resistant to even discussing how you'll work together, that's a big one. It kind of signals they might not be great at collaboration when the pressure's on.
You know, the articles really hit on this point about ignoring the plan. If you've agreed on, say, a deep house night and they're all excited about dropping, random trap tunes.
Yeah, that's probably not just a suggestion. It's a preview of what might happen live. It shows a lack of respect for the event itself, maybe.
Definitely. It's about reading the room, the brief. Even before you get there, are they asking about the crowd, the venue, or just what they want to play?
That collaborative mindset, it really starts way before you plug anything in.
Okay, so let's say you've had those chats and things feel promising. Now we get to the pregame talk. This feels absolutely critical. What are the non-negotiables you have to cover before hitting the stage?
Oh.
Absolutely essential. Both those 10 Ways articles hammered this home. First up, roles. Super clear roles.
Lead, DJ versus support, that kind of thing.
Exactly. And for the MC, when do they talk? Critically, when do they not talk? Definitely not over key drops or those big build-ups everyone's waiting for.
Yeah, nothing worse. And genre boundaries too, right?
Non-negotiable. Everyone needs to be crystal clear on the sound for the night. It's not just about avoiding, musical whiplash for the crowd. It's about building something coherent.
Makes total sense. I was really interested in this idea from the sources about vibe codes. Can you unpack that a bit? Sounds like a smart shortcut.
Yeah, it's basically like creating a little secret language for the energy levels. So maybe you read beforehand, low rider means things are chill, mellow vibes.
So the MC knows to keep it subtle, maybe more conversational.
Exactly. And then maybe hands up means, high BPM, peak time energy, go hard on the hype, the call and response, get the crowd involved.
That's clever, like a shared energy meter.
It just avoids having to constantly, verbally direct each other mid-set. It streamlines things.
Okay, so you've got your plan, your codes, but things can still change live, right? How do you communicate effectively during the set without, making it weird or killing the mood?
Right, because things always evolve. This is where nonverbal stuff is gold. Simple hand signals you've agreed on, eye contact.
Like pointing to the MC to maybe hold off for a second?
Yeah.
Exactly. Or for co-DJs, maybe a nod towards the other deck signaling I'm about to mix out or your turn soon. Just quick, clear cues.
Understanding each other's flow seems important too. Like long blends versus quick cuts changes when an MC might jump in.
Absolutely. It's about being aware of what the other person is doing, technically.
The articles mention some more direct interventions if needed, like the mic kill switch. Sounds serious.
It's kind of the emergency brake. Basically, it's a mute button just for that mic channel.
Oh.
So if
An MC is really going off script, saying inappropriate stuff, or just won't stop talking over everything,
Yeah.
you can cut their audio instantly without stopping the music.
Discreetly take back control.
Yeah. Same principle if a co-DJ suddenly throws in a track that completely clashes. Subtly regaining control of the mixer is better than a public argument, right?
Definitely about keeping it smooth for the audience. And what about recovery? If a mistake does happen, like someone talks over that big sing-along, how do you bounce back quickly?
Track selection is key there. You need something familiar, high energy maybe, to grab the crowd back immediately, make them forget the little blip.
Like that no guidance story we saw, the MC killed the sing-along.
Yeah, that needed a big tune right after to sort of reset the energy. A well-timed remix or a crowd favorite can work wonders.
Okay, speaking of those stories, let's dive into some of the more memorable, maybe infamous examples you pulled from the sources. These really highlight the pitfalls, don't they?
Oh, they absolutely do. And the lessons are often pretty clear. Like the co-DJ in Lagos, right? Afrobeat night, rooftop party, decides to drop hard EDM and trap.
Wow. Talk about misreading the assignment.
Completely. The dance floor apparently cleared out. The lesson. It's not just agreeing on genres, it's respecting the event's identity. Those boundaries need to be firm.
Yeah, you gotta know where you are.
What else? And the Atlanta DJ playing No Guidance. Huge track, everyone's ready for the sing-along chorus.
And the MC shouts all over it.
Yep, kill the moment, stone dead. A lesson there. Communicate those key musical points beforehand. Use those nonverbals. Tell the MC, let this part breathe. And hey, there's always the second drop to recover, hopefully. True.
True. Any mic-specific horror stories?
Oh, yeah. There was the MC who got on the mic and immediately started dissing the DJ who played right before him. Ouch. Not cool. Super unprofessional. Kills the vibe instantly. The takeaway, foster respect, right? Even have the other hosts jump on and thank everyone, reset the tone, and definitely a chat afterwards about professionalism.
Good call. What about just awkwardness? Completely missing the social cues.
How about the wedding MC hyping up the single people during the couple's first dance?
No. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Big yikes. Lesson. Vibe codes again. Slow dance, minimal mic. Maybe. And that mic kill switch. Probably got used.
I can only imagine. And repetition on the mic, that came up too.
Yeah, the MC at a reggae night, just yelling the same phrase over and over. It gets old fast.
Oh, fix it.
Give them options. Suggest a few different catchphrases beforehand. Encourage variety. Let the music talk sometimes too. Make kind of.
Any logistical nightmares? People just not being where they should be.
Well, there was the co-DJ who just disappeared mid-set for like 30 minutes to smoke real quick.
Seriously, just left the decks.
Apparently. Total unreliability. Solution. Clear timelines and always have a backup plan. Be ready to cover. And address that behavior directly after.
That's just basic professionalism, isn't it? Sadly, the inappropriate comments seem like a recurring theme too.
Unfortunately, yes. The MC making sexist remarks that made people actually leave the venue. That's a serious one.
Absolutely.
The lesson is ironclad. Do not say boundaries need to be set. If it happens, immediate mic mute. Pivot the music. And you absolutely inform management and refuse to work with them again. Audience safety and comfort come first. Period.
Couldn't agree more. What about clashes on the decks themselves?
Heard about a co-DJ just switching tracks right in the middle of the other person's mix? No warning. Chaos. Total flow killer. Maybe labeling the decks clearly who's lead, who's backup could help. But the main thing is a post-gig chat. Don't touch the live channel without agreeing first.
Deck etiquette 101. Any other mic issues?
The MC trying to freestyle rap over a smooth R&B set? Just wrong vibe.
Yeah, reading the room is vital.
Totally. Again, pre-agree if or when freestyling fits. If it happens unexpectedly and it's jarring, fade their mic gently, bring in a tune that fits the mood, reset things.
It seems a lot comes down to ego too, right? Credit stealing, that kind of thing.
For sure. We saw the MC taking all the glory at the end, not mentioning the DJ.
Or even trying to overshadow them during the set.
Exactly. Solution. Arranged co-branded shoutouts beforehand. Big up DJ X and MC Y. Forget, grab the mic yourself, give credit where it's due. Teamwork makes the dream work, you know. Needs a chat after if it keeps happening.
Okay, so you've done the prep, you've tried the signals, but someone is still just not getting it, ignoring the plan, being unprofessional. What do you do right then in the moment, and what happens after?
Right then, your main job is protecting the experience for the crowd. That might mean, using the kill switch. It might mean subtly taking over the mixer.
The calm but firm intervention we talked about.
Exactly. Maybe even, in extreme cases, a very brief professional word on your mic to just gently redirect things. If it's gone way off track, it's damage control.
And after the music stops.
Then comes the crucial conversation. Calmly, directly, address the specific issues. Hey, when you did X, it impacted the set. Because why? Set really firm boundaries if you do decide to work together again.
Or decide maybe it's not a good fit.
Absolutely. If the behavior was bad, if there's no acknowledgement or apology, it's okay to just say, look, this partnership isn't working. Protect your own brand, protect the event, protect the audience. That's more important than any one person's ego.
It really sounds like a complex dance, this DJ-MC thing.
It is. It requires skill beyond just the music.
It's so much about that upfront communication, setting expectations clearly, being ready to adapt, but also knowing when to draw a line.
Precisely. Spotting those red flags, having that solid pregame talk, using those communication tools live. It massively boosts your chances of having a great night, not a stressful one.
So we've covered a lot of ground based on these sources. Now, turning it over to everyone listening, we really want to hear your experiences.
Yeah, what have you seen go right or wrong?
What are the biggest challenges you've faced with DJ or MC collaborations? Or maybe brilliant strategies you've used that we haven't even touched on?
Share your stories, your tips. This conversation doesn't end here. Your real-world knowledge is invaluable.
Definitely. Add your voice to the mix. That's our deep dive for today. Hopefully this gives you some solid strategies for your next gig. Thanks for tuning in to Behind the Beats.
We'll catch you next time for another deep dive.
And before we go, here's something to think about. Beyond just avoiding the problems, how can DJs and MCs actively elevate each other? What creative ways can they collaborate to build something even bigger and better for the audience, really playing off each other's strengths? Mull that over until next time.
Turntable spinning, interviews hitting. Catch the rhythm of the stories they spitting. Production gems, stacks in the sheets. The engine that hums, behind the beats. Behind the beats, storylines unfold. Truths untold, now shining like gold. Voices vibing, keeping it elite. It's the podcast. Behind the Beats.